โดยเข้ามาแล้วนะครับฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามด้วยนะครับเพื่อน
Griezmann and Mbappe as the attacking three playing behind a Giroud. A 7 p.m. kickoff, England against France. There's just one more semi-final place up for grabs in the 2022 World Cup as England take on France, with the winner playing against Morocco, who surprised Portugal earlier today. The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor is due to get underway at 7 p.m. UK time. England with Pickford in goal.
สวัสดีนะครับพี่สักกลิน
Stones, Maguire and Shaw. The three in midfield are
ครับเกมใกล้เริ่มแล้วนะครับฝรั่งเศสกับอังกฤษนะ
as the attacking three. As for France, it is Lloris in goal with the back four of Koundé, Varane, Upamecano and Hernandez. Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the holding midfielders with Dembele, Griezmann and Mbappe as the attacking three.
พวกพี่ๆเข้ามาก่อนนะครับเข้ามาเยอะๆนะครับฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามด้วยใครเข้ามาแล้ว
Just one more semi-final place up for grabs in the 2022 World Cup as England take on France, with the winner playing against
เข้ามาแล้วฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามด้วยนะครับเพื่อนๆพี่ๆ
The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor
อังกฤษ
is
กับ
due
ฝ
to
รั่ง
get
เศส
underway at 7 p.m. UK time. England with Pickford in goal, a back four of Walker, Stones, Maguire and Shaw. The three in midfield are Henderson, Rice and Bellingham.
อย่าลืมครับฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามด้วย
The attacking three. As for France, it is Lloris in goal with the back four of Koundé, Varane, Upamecano and Hernandez. Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the holding midfielders with Dembele, Griezmann and Mbappe as the attacking three, playing behind a Giroud. A 7 p.m. kickoff, England against France. There's just one more semi-final place up for grabs in the 2022 World Cup as England take on France, with the winner playing against Morocco, who surprised Portugal earlier today. The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor is due to get underway at 7 p.m. UK time. England with Pickford in goal, a back four of Walker, Stones, Maguire and Shaw. The three in midfield are Henderson.
ต้องมี1ทีมแน่ๆครับที่กลับบ้านก่อน
as the attacking three. As for France, it is Lloris in goal with the back four of Koundé, Varane,
ครับวันนี้
Hernandez, Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the holding midfielders with Dembele, Griezmann
จัดเต็มฝรั่งเศสครับใช่พี่สักกลินสวัสดีนะครับเราผู้เล่นตัวจริงนะครับของอังกฤษก่อนเลยนะครับพิกฟอร์ดนะเป็นผู้สาประตูคู่เซนเตอร์เป็นแม็กควายกับจอห์นสโตนนะแบ็คขวาเป็นคายวอลเกอร์แบ็คซ้ายเป็นลุคชอกองกลาง3คนก็มีรูเบลลิงแฮมนะครับเดแคนไลท์แล้วก็จอร์แดนเฮเดอร์สันนะส่วนตัวลุก3คนนะครับก็มีแฮร์รี่เคนบูโกโยซาก้าแล้วก็ฟิลโฟเดนนะส่วนฝรั่งเศสนะครับมาในแผน 4-2-3-1 นะครับยอริสนะครับเป็นผู้สาประตูคู่เซนเตอร์เป็นวาลานกับโอปาเมกาโนนะครับแบ็คซ้ายเป็นเทียโอเนนเดสแบ็คซ้ายแบ็คขวาเป็นกุนเด้นะครับคู่วิกฟิลนะครับเป็นตัวเบนดี้นะครับแล้วก็กับลาบิโอนะตัวลูก3คนก็มีเดมเบเล่องโตนกิสมันแล้วก็คิริยันเอ็มบัปเป้นะครับหน้าเป้าก็เป็นโอลิเวชีรูนะครับฝากเพื่อนด้วยครับใครเข้ามาแล้วครับฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามให้หน่อย
with the winner playing against Morocco, who surprised Portugal earlier today. The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor is due to get underway at 7 p.m. UK time.
ก็คู่นี้นะเขาชนะก็ไปเจอโมร็อกโกนะครับ
Stones, Maguire and Shaw. The three in midfield are Henderson, Rice and Bellingham, with Saka, Foden and Kane as the attacking three. As for France, it is Lloris in goal with the back four of Koundé, Varane, Upamecano and Hernandez. Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the holding midfielders with Dembele, Griezmann and Mbappe as the attacking three, playing behind a Giroud. A 7 p.m. kickoff, England against France. There's just one more semi-final place up for grabs in the 2022 World Cup as England take on France, with the winner playing against Morocco, who surprised Portugal earlier today. The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor is due to get underway at 7 p.m. UK time. England with Pickford in goal, a back four of Walker, Stones, Maguire and Shaw. The three in midfield are Henderson, Rice and Bellingham, with Saka, Foden and Kane as the attacking three. As for France, it is Lloris in goal with the back four of Koundé, Varane, Upamecano and Hernandez. Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the holding midfielders with Dembele, Griezmann and Mbappe as the attacking three, playing behind a Giroud.
พี่คิดว่าทีมไหนชนะผมเชียร์ฝรั่งเศสนะต่อให้อังกฤษจะมีเราดูพรีเมียร์ก็จริงครับแต่ผมเชียร์ฝรั่งเศส
with the winner playing against Morocco, who surprised Portugal earlier today. The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor is due to get underway at 7 p.m. UK time. England with Pickford in goal, a back four of Walker, Stones, Maguire and Shaw. The three in midfield are Henderson, Rice and Bellingham, with Saka, Foden and Kane as the attacking three. As for France, it is Lloris in goal with the back four of Koundé, Varane, Upamecano and Hernandez. Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the holding midfielders, with Dembele, Griezmann and Mbappe as the attacking three, playing behind Giroud. A 7 p.m. kickoff, England against France. There's just one more semi-final place up for grabs in the 2022 World Cup as England take on France, with the winner playing against Morocco, who surprised Portugal earlier today. The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor is due to get underway at 7 p.m. UK time. England with Pickford in goal, a back four of Walker, Stones, Maguire and Shaw. The three in midfield are Henderson, Rice and Bellingham, with Saka, Foden and Kane as the attacking three. As for France, it is Lloris in goal with the back four of Koundé, Varane, Upamecano and Hernandez. Tchouaméni and Rabiot are the holding midfielders, with Dembele, Griezmann and Mbappe.
ฝากเพื่อนนะครับใครเข้ามาแล้วนะฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามหน่อย
7 p.m. kickoff, England against France.
คู่นี้นี่มันแน่นะผมว่ามันสูสีกันอะ
Well, it's a very warm welcome and thank you for joining us on this independent off-tube studio commentary. The game at the Albayat Stadium in Alcor is just about to get underway. The England players have taken the knee, and our referee for this match,
ฝรั่งเศสนะเคลียร์ก่อน
from Brazil, has got the game underway. France kick off. Massive chance here for England in this competition. Of course, the opponent this evening certainly is going to test England out massively. But what's happening here with just a few seconds of the game underway? Harry Maguire has deliberately put the ball out. I think he's suggesting that perhaps that the ball has gone flat. But it's a very strange start to this game. In any case, it is going to be a throw on to France, I think, and we'll see whether or not the French give the ball back, whether or not there's an issue. But it's myself, Paul Shabakovic and Rob Eddy taking you through the action this evening. And in fact, yeah, that's Dembele giving the ball back to Pickford. So a bit of a false start in this match. But Rob, a great chance for both sides, with, of course, the slightly less fancied Morocco awaiting in the semi-final.
Yeah, you might argue the favourites for outright might come from this tie. Obviously, Argentina and Croatia might say something about that as well. But I mean, it's an interesting one. This one, obviously, a lot of talk about Kylian Mbappe before, in the build-up, and you can understand why he's the best player in the world on sort of current form. He's obviously young. He's not at the end of his career like others that get mentioned.
วันนี้อังกฤษน่าจะสู้ได้นะผมว่าเนี่ยดูทรงแล้ว
I'm just worried about the referee, because I think yellow cards could be an issue here. If Kyle Walker gets one early, that puts a lot of pressure on England defensively, marking Kylian Mbappe. Obviously, we saw record yellow cards being given out yesterday. Thankfully, it's not that referee, but England have been good in this tournament. They haven't picked up a yellow card yet. France have only picked up two, so they're two quite clean sides. But I think an early yellow card for one of them might just put the defences under a bit of pressure.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, yesterday's referee, Antonio Mateo Lahoz, had a bit of a bad game, really, and he seemed to lose control of a couple of...
เราโมร็อกโกรับซับเต็มๆเลยใช่ไหมครับใช่ บอลลองมาดีครับไปครับเทโอครับคิริยันเอ็มบัปเป้นี่ครับหลบไปหนึ่งโอ้โหไม่ส่งRabiot.
By the way, they're the two players that are on a yellow card. If they were to get booked this evening, they would be missing for France in an eventual semi-final. It's with Hernandez again on this left-hand side. One touch, Mbappe back to Rabiot at the edge of the area. Saka doing some defensive work alongside Declan Rice. The ball just gets away from Henderson. Just to remind you very quickly of the two options, it is Jordan Pickford in goal for England. The back four, Walker, John Stones, Harry Maguire,
Rabiot.
the three in midfield, Jordan Rice and Jude Bellingham.
เข้ามาแล้วนะครับฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามนะในช่องแชทนะครับมีให้โหวตนะเพื่อนๆคิดว่าทีมไหนจะเข้ารอบรองนะฝากด้วยอ้าวไปแล้วครับบุรโยซาก้าแย่งได้แฮร์รี่เคนเปิดติด
Harry Kane tries a long ball to the edge of the area, which is headed away by Varane, and now Rabiot heading it back towards the edge of his own box. Bit of work here for Hernandez and Upamecano. Upamecano's clearance isn't a very good one. It ends up with Henderson just 25 yards out. He finds Foden, who tries to strike it early. That one is charged down by Jules Koundé, and it's back on the line. But England looking
จอร์แดน เฮนเดอร์สัน
to open up for
ยิงโฟเดนโอ้โหยิงติด
Poor play in the middle of the field, wasn't it, from Chimene? He got caught in possession. No real challenge came in for Saka. He just lost control of the ball. But I do think it's quite a positive start from France down the left-hand side going forward. Obviously, Hernandez is up in support of Mbappe. Rabiot's peeled down that flank as well. And okay, you know,
Mendy
found a breakthrough yet, but you can sense that that's an area that France want to exploit.
Upamecano
Secret, obviously, he's their best player. And England are going to have to be on their toes, but going the other way. Exactly, England have looked dangerous as well. So this could be a game full of goals.
Let's hope so. As Griezmann is caught in possession, a quick look towards the referee, expecting a free kick, and
ไม่ฟาวแม็กไวยังได้
waving Griezmann away, telling him to get up. England keep possession here as they get.
โอ้โหโยนไม่ถึงโฟเดนเอาได้ครับโฟเดนเก็บได้
England left, but they still keep the ball. It's back with Luke Shaw.
ดูบิลลิงแฮม
And Foden, was he brought down there? The referee says he was. That will be a free kick. So just the France 11 very quickly. Hugo Lloris in goal.
ยอดครับจูบิลลิงแฮม
Rafael Varane, Deo Upamecano,
โอ้
Theo Hernandez.
ครับได้ลูกฟรีคิกแล้ว
Oriol Tchouameni and Adrien Rabiot with Ousmane Dembele, Antoine Griezmann and Kylian Mbappe as the attacking three playing behind Olivier Giroud. Free kick to England now on the left-hand side is very much within crossing range. Phil Foden has gone short potentially for a short ball, but it looks like it's going to be Shaw who's going to be whipping this in directly. There's plenty of targets at the edge of the box. France trying to keep a line just at the edge of the area, trying to perhaps isolate England, force an offside. The referee, as all referees have been doing in this tournament, having a word with just about every player in the set piece before the free kick can actually be taken. But it is with Luke Shaw now. And he does cross it in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Upamecano
อังกฤษจะได้เปิดนะครับเพื่อน
really had a chance to leap for
ๆเอา
that. It's headed away, and in fact, after all of that, there
ตายแล้วลูกชอเปิดถึงไหมไม่ถึง
It may well have been
โอ้
Maguire leaned
อ้าว
in. We'll see from this replay.
โอ้ล้ำหน้านะครับ
It turns out I don't think Maguire was ever onside there, was he?
No, I mean, ultimately he's only just offside. But I mean, it's so frustrating. The first set piece, you know, make sure you're onside to, you know, obviously give the attackers an opportunity. So that is a bit of a waste. I mean, there wasn't much in it, to be fair. But like you say, he stood offside and the defence hadn't retreated enough. But I'm not overly.
ตอนนี้บอลอยู่ที่โยลิสนะคู่นี้นะใครชนะนะไปเจอโมร็อกโกแม่งมันแน่ถ้าอังกฤษเข้าไปเจอโมร็อกโกก็สนุกครับเพราะอังกฤษก็จะไม่ค่อยบุกเยอะด้วยครับดูครับคิเลียนเอ็มบัปเป้นะดูดีว่าจะพาทีมไปรอบรองชนะเลิศอีกครั้งหนึ่งได้หรือไม่นะครับ
in the first knockout stage, but here come France now with Mbappe trying to flick a ball in towards Giroud. It's outside of the boot. Giroud goes down inside the penalty area with his hand up as if he was expecting some sort of penalty decision. Didn't think there was
โอ้โหไม่ถึงชิลู
down the right-hand side, gets a deflection, doesn't get through to a
นิดเดียว
and then it's cleared out by Luke Shaw. Throw to France down the right-hand side. That's good work though from Foden to pick that ball up. And Bellingham is met with a strong but fair challenge there from Antoine Griezmann. And it's out for a throw to England now down the left-hand side.
โอ้ย
Minutes gone. Independent off-tube studio commentary. England 0, France 0. And Morocco beating Portugal 1-0 in the game earlier today. Henderson now with the ball for England. Trying to get away from Mbappe, who's just tracking back. He goes square towards Shaw. But this is good from England now. They're not necessarily. I was just about to say that Maguire looked like he was thinking about a long ball, but they're trying to get everyone on the ball early on here at England. There were a couple of chances to play it long, but they're quite happy.
ฝากเพื่อนด้วยครับกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามให้หน่อยนะ
Winding up for a long ball over the top, changes his mind because France are playing quite a high offside line, which makes sense really. They don't want to encourage England to put balls over the top. Maguire this time insists on doing it, and he plays a long ball, which is, I think it's a shame really, because Maguire on 3 occasions there fainted to try and play a long ball. So it's almost like France were expecting him to do it, and in the end he played a long ball that Saka had no chance of getting on the end of.
Yeah, far too long. There didn't seem to be that much space behind Hernandez either. So maybe just trying to test the waters, perhaps. looked to be a better opportunity with
Bones that got his foot to that
เอาครับเอา
just when it looked as though Giroud might get on the end of it. It's now recycled by Rabiot down the left-hand side back towards Upamecano. And now Rafael Varane, who's had his injury problems since arriving at Old Trafford, but it's a ball down the right-hand side to
สวัสดีนะครับ
Dembele and
ที่
Griezmann trying to get away from Bellingham. Bellingham's really frustrated there because he has put the ball out from the corner, but
พิมชิดาครับ
the final touch did come off Antoine Griezmann. Let's have a look at the replay. Is Bellingham right?
ก็สวัสดีนะพี่ประพล
Difficult to tell from that angle.
coming home ใช่ไหมครับทีมไหนอะครับจะ coming home
came off. Griezmann is right in front of the linesman pretty much. I know he's the wrong.
coming home นี่ทีมไหนอะครับทีมไหนจะกลับบ้านก่อน
Slow-mo, it didn't
ก็
look
ฝากด้วยนะครับใครเข้ามาแล้วฝากกดไลค์กดแชร์กดติดตามให้หน่อยนะ
first set piece from a France viewpoint. Obviously Maguire.
ฝรั่งเศสจะตัดอังกฤษหน่อย
They were under the cosh
หน่อยสิครับ
America to an extent, but there's some targets there for France to aim for, so they've all got to be at it.
They do, but as I've mentioned already, referees have had a real bee in their bonnet at this World Cup about stopping players from having any contact with each other before a set piece.
เอาเว้ยเอาเว้ยเอาเว้ย
Players do it anyway, but Griezmann's ball, he aims it at the
ฝรั่งเศสนะได้ลูกเตะมุม
and that was headed away by Harry Kane. He's always so useful in defensive situations with set
เปิดมันเปิดมงอุ้ยเหี้ยเกือบแล้ว
right place at the right time. It's out
โอ้โหอะไรกันวะเนี่ย
down the left-hand side about
ครับอังกฤษจะได้ลูกทุ่มนะ
fairly steady start from both sides, trying to get some early possession. And as Rob mentioned, we're hoping that it's going to be a cleaner game. The game yesterday evening was a fascinating game to watch, but it was
coming home อังกฤษใช่ไหมครับโอ้
getting a little bit
ก็พิมพ์แชทเข้ามาเยอะนะครับพิมพ์แชทกันสนุกสนาน พิมพ์เข้ามาเยอะ
just a bit too difficult, but England caught in possession, and here come France now with the ball coming in. Giroud gets his head to that one. I'm not sure how he quite managed to do that because it seemed to me like Stones was ahead of the ball there where it was coming in.
ครับเดมเบเล่
Just seemed to elude John
เรียบร้อยโอ้โหชิลูมง
saved by Pickford.
Yeah, I mean it's not
โอ้ย
hard-headed to deal with. He had to stoop low. He couldn't get the power, couldn't get the direction. It turned out to be quite a comfortable save. But that was England trying to nip in there. Luke Shaw trying to get ahead of him.
หาย
Once he was beaten,
โอ้
obviously
ชิลูมงเกือบเข้า
decent ball in.
เอาละครับเอาละครับตอนนี้นะเพื่อนๆคิดว่าฝรั่งเศส 67% แล้วก็อังกฤษ 33% นะครับ
That's a chance, and it's forced to save.
He has forced a save, as you mentioned. It was straight at Pickford, who's being closed
Bye.
down now as he got the ball in
บุกเขา
front of
สู้เขา
box. Griezmann herring towards him, but Pickford picks out a good pass here down the right to find Kyle Walker. And Walker edging into the middle now under pressure from Rabiot, goes across to Jude Bellingham. Really has been picking up the plaudits for his performances. A very cultured central midfielder considering his age, but as I say, he's only going to get better. Jude Bellingham, full of confidence. Declan Rice now.
หรือนะครับเพื่อนใครเข้ามาแล้วนะครับฝากกด subscribe นะใกล้จะถึง700ซับแล้วนะครับฝากเพื่อนๆด้วยรบกวนเพื่อนๆหน่อยนะครับก็ในช่องแชทนะมีให้โหวตนะตอนนี้อังกฤษยังครองบอลอยู่นะยังสูสีนะใช่ครับกดดันเยอะๆครับอังกฤษก็ยังสูสีนะยังไม่ค่อยผีผามอะไรมากมายเนี่ยครับอังกฤษก็จ่ายบอลไม่ดีอีกโอ้โหจ่ายสวยอิสมันนะครับอยู่ที่โอปาเมกาโนเอาไงมึงอ่ะคุณเด้ชิบหายจับบอลยาวอีกโอ้เล่นสวยครับเล่นสวยเดเบเล่ครับอุปาเมกาโนเดโอเฮนเดสเดี๋ยวนักเตะอังกฤษก็จะร้องไห้ตามโรนลโดไปใช่ไหมพี่เอ้ยสุดยอดก็ฝากด้วยนะครับใครเชียร์อังกฤษกด1แล้วเชียร์ฝรั่งเศสกด2นะครับแล้วถ้าเชียร์ทีมชาติไทยเชียร์ทีมชาติไทยกด3นะครับในบอล AFF เราเป็นคนไทยเราก็ต้องรักทีมชาติไทยสิว่า
Rabiot closed down there by Declan Rice, and that ball gets through towards Harry Kane, and Kane gets away from Varane, though needs some support. Rice is
เอาละครับโดนตัดบอลได้แล้วแฮร์รี่เคนไปลากไปแล้วลากโอ้โหมีวาลานสกินอยู่นะแคนไลท์ครับเมื่อกี้ชมเลยแคนไลท์เลยนะอัดบอลดีมากๆนะครับ
just inside the French half. Declan Rice now back to Stones. But that was better from England. France enjoying a really sort of slow possession in midfield, and then England winning it forward, just couldn't quite find a route to goal when it seemed like there might be one.
Yeah, I mean they probably lacked. I mean they have been sitting quite deep.
อังกฤษนี่เวลารับจะรับ3มั้ยเนี่ยครับให้ไคลวอลเกอร์เป็นเซนเตอร์หลัง3นะเนี่ยเวลาบุกนะครับบุกเป็นเวลาบุกนี่จะเป็นเหมือน3-5-2นะหรือไม่ก็เป็น3-4-3เวลาบุกนะครับ
He has the ball from Henderson was picked off by Rabiot, and he's running straight towards goal. Rabiot gets to the edge of there, finds Mbappe, who puts a cross in towards the back post. He was asking quite.
เอาลาบิโอครับสกัดได้เอาไงลาบิโอเอ็มบัปเป้เปิดมงโอ้โหเปิดไม่ดีไอเชียร์เสมอข้างสนามก็3ใช่ไหมครับใช่ลาบิโอ
Yeah, it's just a little bit too deep. But credit to Luke Shaw, he's marking Dembele. It wouldn't have been an easier strike had he been better placed. And Saka was quick to get back in possession, but there is the pace on the counter. Where we haven't quite seen it yet from England, but obviously it's there in abundance. And that was Rabiot, of course, leading the charge. But I mean, I think a key battle could be Saka against Hernandez, because Hernandez has been getting up alongside Mbappe pretty early on.
เดี๋ยวก็รู้จักครับเอ็มบัปเป้ประธานเป้เป็นยังไงเดี๋ยวก็รู้จักคุณน่ะทีมชาติอังกฤษเดี๋ยวก็รู้
Obviously Rabiot coming down the left, Hernandez down the left. The worry is there for England, but as yet Mbappe's done nothing, and there's still that Giroud header, the only effort of note on target.
Yep, so far after just over 15 minutes play here at the Al Bayat Stadium in Al Khor. Last of the quarter-finals at the Qatar 2022 World Cup. We know that the first semi-final is going to be an interesting affair between Argentina and Croatia. And Morocco awaiting the winner of this game in the other semi-final. The semi-finals to be played on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, as Rice now brings the ball forward for England. Finds space here for Walker down the right-hand side. Walker into Saka, right-hand edge of the penalty area. Saka being bundled off the ball there by Upamecano. He wants a free kick. Referee's not going to give it to him. Upamecano gets all the way to the halfway line before he leaves the ball for Mbappe. Mbappe being closed down by 3 England players. Upamecano still stayed up for this move. He finds Mbappe, who gets away from Declan Rice, and now it's with Dembele, right-hand edge of the penalty area. He's got Foden getting in his way. It's back to Griezmann. Griezmann now leaves the ball. Tukamani with the strike. Oh, and it's a great strike as well. 17 minutes gone, and France take the lead. England will be very frustrated because they were on the attack. Bukayo Saka felt as though
เรียบร้อยเลยครับ
at the edge of the box. Upamecano with a
โอ้โห
great
เอาแล้วครับชัวร์เมนดี้
to help on the move, and then Tukamani with the strike that you just
โอ้โหเอาแล้วครับนำ1-0
It's really fizzed about a foot off the ground into
โอ้โหชัวร์เมนดี้ครับค่าตัว100 ล้านนะ
it's a wonderful effort from
เอาละครับนำแล้ววู้ฮู้
the other way, but obviously
กูกูกูกูกูกูกูกู
insight there, the referee is going to let one or two things go. So that's some promise from that viewpoint. But of course, now England are behind. I mean, it's a great.
สุดยอดครับเพื่อน
He goes under the radar perhaps in a team who's got Mbappe in it, but obviously he's got quality. And Pickford well beaten by this strike. I mean, it's fantastic, really. Now England a goal down so early in the game.
They are. We're going to get an aerial view of this as well, just to see how much Pickford saw of this ball when it reached Tukamani. I mean, you've got to say, Tukamani can barely see the goal himself.
เอาละครับเพื่อนๆพี่
Steady himself and then really puts his laces through it. It's a really well-positioned shot. Pickford
ๆโอ้ยิงใจเหมือนบ๊อบบาเลย
too much for that.
ยิงดีด้วย
Do his best to get across, and as I say, the striker of the ball could barely see the goal. So Pickford had a whole line of players in front of him there.
Yeah, went through the legs of Bellingham. I mean, it's difficult to blame anybody really for the goal. Other than perhaps if you felt Saka should have had a free
ยิงไกลอย่างสวยครับรอดดากจูเบงแฮมมาเลย
I'm happy that the
โอ้
referee
โห
didn't blow up for that. We've seen a great strike from that sort of range. Hasn't happened often in this World Cup, has it? But England now up against it. But so early in the game, there's no need to panic. They're just